What's up, YouTube? I have gotten some questions about what speaker stands I'm using in my gig log videos, so I've decided to make a video where I'd go through all the speaker stands and tell you what they are, why I like them, and what I'm using them for. I'm not going to waste any more of your time, so let's get started. Up first is the Chauvet DJ Flex stand. I think they're technically a lighting stand, but you can put the speakers on them and you can even put TVs on them, so they're really cool. What I like most about these is that they allow me to work in really constricted spaces. For example, sometimes I need to put speakers or tree lights on the stage with the artists, and I'm able to do this with these flex stands without taking up too much stage real estate, so it's really nice for that. They also come with like a 40-pound plate that you screw the M20 pole into, so it's super stable. I do end up throwing two 25-pound sandbags onto the plate just to be safe. I'm not sure that it really needs it. I've never been worried about these falling over, even with a bunch of drunk people walking around at an event. One of the other main reasons that I like them is because I think they look cleaner than my other speaker stands. They don't go up as high, which is a negative, but if we're doing something where the visuals are important, then I might decide to use these because they have a really thin profile and they look nicer. All right, number 2 on the list, the Ultimate Support TS99BL. These are one of 3 Ultimate Support stands that I have, and I love all 3 of them. They're very cool speaker stands. The main thing I love about Ultimate Support speaker stands is how high I'm able to get my boxes up in the air with these particular stands. I think they're probably the highest I've ever been able to find, and they raise up everything about 9 feet, which is amazing if you're looking to get even coverage amongst the audience. I feel that the more trim height I can get out of my speakers, the better, because I'm able to cover a majority of the audience rather than blast the people in the front row needlessly. Just one man's opinion. Side note, if anybody wants to delve deeper into speaker placement and speaker height, go check out Michael Curtis's YouTube channel. It's full of high quality, useful information like that. Anywho, these particular speakers use, I think, what's called a leveling lock system by Ultimate Support, and it just lets you raise up the speaker without having to brace it yourself, so it automatically goes up and clicks and clicks and clicks. So it's really easy to get the speaker up in the air and easy enough to take down at the end of the night. As a bonus, it's also equipped with a leveling leg, which is useful if you need to set up on a staircase for some reason or a curb of a street. You know, sometimes you have to do that kind of thing, so it's nice to be able to have a telescopic leg on your speaker stand. To be honest, in any other situation, though, I usually just end up using some homemade speaker wedges that I made myself because I think it looks tidier and cleaner. Number 3 on the list, the Ultimate Support TS110BL Extra Tall Speaker Stand. Whew! These are the stands that you can see me using in most of the gig logs that I do because I love these stands so much. It uses a gas spring that pretty much lifts the speaker into the air all by itself, so I can practically just unlock it and it lifts the speaker into the air and I can walk away and do other things. So it's a huge time and energy saver while I'm trying to set up for a gig, and then at the end of the night you literally just pull the speaker down and lock it and you can start taking things down. It also has a max height of 9 feet, which is amazing for audience coverage. I love being able to get my speakers high with this thing. It's a total game changer. I do throw about 3 25-pound sandbags on this thing whenever I'm using it, just to be safe. I've never felt uncomfortable using these speaker stands, even when we're outside and the winds start to pick up. They're just really solid speaker stands. It also has the telescoping leg, which is nice in a pinch, but I don't use it all that much. All right, number 4 and the final speaker stand on the list. It is the Ultimate Support SP100B speaker pole. And if you haven't guessed by now, yes, I do love Ultimate Support. They just seem to have the best options. I'm not supported by them or sponsored by them at all. I just really like the gear that they make. I don't use these very much, admittedly. I try to avoid doing left and right sub placements because of the issues it causes in the low frequencies. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And whenever I am forced to do left-right sub placements and I have no room to deploy speaker stands to the side of the stage as well, I use these sub poles. And they go higher than a typical M20 pole I'm not quite sure how tall they get. I'll just show you instead, but it definitely goes above audience head, which is something that I think sounds best. That's why I like these poles instead of maybe a typical QSC M20 pole. Well, there you have it. Those are all the speaker poles and tripods that I have in my inventory as a small local live sound engineer. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And leave a comment down below about questions you might have or maybe some future video suggestions that you might have. Thanks for watching, guys.